this example of using the sum and product method, you'll notice that our trinomial 4 minus 4x minus 15x is written in an order that we're not accustomed to. We are used to standard form, which would be the highest to the lowest power, and this is written exactly in the opposite form, the lowest to the highest. Now, as you scan through this trinomial, you might figure out the reason why it's written in this order. Since our highest degree term has a negative coefficient, that is why it's written last. If we put it in the standard form, notice how 15 is a negative value. And sometimes people get a little uncomfortable working with those negatives, but I want to reassure you that we can still use sum and product even if this trinomial is written from the lowest to the highest power. Now, the only time we really would want to write it from the lowest to the highest power is if that highest term or highest degree term has a negative. We're going to check the sum and product just to make sure everything is still correct. So if you multiply 4 times negative 15, that product is negative 60. So I'll put that in our table. If you have the trinomial written in the standard form, negative 15 times 4, that is still negative 60. So our product is correct. Our middle value of negative 4 for the coefficient tells us the sum. Notice it is still negative 4 when it's written from highest to lowest power. So we know the sum is negative 4 and the product is negative 60, no matter which order we have, lowest to highest power or highest to lowest power. So a sum of negative 4 and a product of negative 60, everything still works. So we're ready to think about some factors of negative 60. Since it ends with 0, are you thinking of 10 times 6 maybe? All we have to do is decide, should it be negative 10 times 6 or should it be positive 10 times negative 6? We have to make sure that the sum matches. If we combine negative 10 plus 6, then that will equal negative 4. So that checks out. In the other situation, we have 10 added to negative 6, and that would make positive 4. So we don't want that one. Negative 10 and positive 6 are the factors we need to replace our middle term. So I'm keeping 4, then I'm replacing the middle with negative 10x plus 6x minus 15x squared. So now we're ready to do the grouping. Our first group is 4 minus 10x. The other group is 6x minus 15x squared. In that first group, I noticed 4 and 10 would have 2 in common, leaving 2 minus 5x. That means our other group must be identical, 2 minus 5x. To fill in the missing factor, 2 needs to be multiplied by something to match positive 6x. So that should be positive 3x. 3x times 2 matches 6x. And then make sure that 3x times negative 5x will match your last term. And it does. So the final answer will be our common factor of quantity 2 minus 5x multiplied by our leftovers, 2 plus 3x, form the other binomial. So here's our final answer. The quantity of 2 minus 5x times the quantity of 2 plus 3x. So if you notice your polynomial is written in the backwards standard form, it may be because that second degree term or your highest powered term is a negative coefficient. I hope you found that helpful.